If I go on one more date, if I have one more encounter with a man in his
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about women sharing their experiences dating in their 30s. So I put the stitches together so that you watch. I'll be back to share my experiences.
if I go on one more date, if I have one more encounter with a man in his early 30s telling me that what he's looking for is a hustler, that he's looking for a queen to build an empire with, to be hustling for the next 5 years, I'm officially tapping out, because what y'all don't get is us girlies in our early 30s, we've been hustling. We fell victim to the girl boss shit, and we was girl bossing for the last decade. We went to school, we started our businesses, we bought houses. We've been doing this shit on our own. We've been on our independent woman shit. And you talking to me about hustling another 5 years? My mans, I'm trying to have some babies. And you want me out here working too and hustling? You got me fucked up.
I've gone on 5 dates with 5 different men in the past 6 weeks, and here are 5 things that I learned. There are men out here in their early 30s still claiming that they aren't ready for anything serious. Thank the Lord, I know better to not even entertain that, because that's absolutely delusional. We cannot change a man. There are still men out here that have the nerve to bring up their old relationships, which is okay. But when you bring it up and you don't take any accountability, sir, that's a red flag. Bye. 3, sir, tell me why. We got ice cream. We're going to a pub to get some fries. Do you think some fries are going to feed this big bag? A man with no regard for the bottomless pit in my belly. 4, the attraction has to be there, ladies. No more just going on dates with dudes just to go on dates. If you don't want him to blow your back out in the middle of Trader Joe's, we don't want him. 5, when you ask them what they believe in, they say that they believe in a higher power. Sorry, buddy, the answer I was looking for is just one word.
I assumed I would find my husband in my 20s and be married by 30 and having kids and all that, and I'm 32 and I'm just not. But I also have viewed being in my 30s and having dated such an empowering position to be in, because you are so much more established, you're so much more clear on what it is you want, and there's so much less room for the bullshit. Feeling like someone is vetting you. Like, no, it's actually the other way around.
For so much of my life, I would find myself in these relationships, and it was almost like I didn't have a choice. To your point, being in my 30s, being established, having this life experience, also having like a lot of sobriety under my belt and a lot of self-awareness around like who I am and why I am the way that I am and all of that, I'm like armed with this information. It's no longer about like, am I good enough for this person? It's like, is this what I want? How do I feel when I'm with this person? I do have a choice. Yeah, it's not about them.
A quick question. Where are we meeting the men that actually want to date and be in a relationship? Because it's not the dating apps. It's not the coffee shops. I've been trying that. For a while now. Definitely not the bars. Not at my age, because they're all like 21, 22. So they definitely don't want to be in a relationship. And I definitely do not want to be a cougar. Nothing wrong with that. Just not my type. I, again, tend to go about 8 to 10 years older than me. I found out even those don't want to date for a relationship. Even they are still figuring things out. Yeah, they are. So where are we meeting the ones that want to date and be in a relationship? That want to date to eventually get into a relationship? That are dating to see if we're compatible for a relationship, not other things. No. I need to know, because I have yet to find them. And I've been looking, so maybe I should stop looking. I don't know. But if you know, please let me know. Help your girl out. Where are we meeting the good men? Where are we meeting the men that actually want to be in a real relationship? Let me know.
A lot of people say like dating is a numbers game. You have to go out and go on as many dates as possible. And I actually don't believe in that. There's a difference between going on a date out of excitement and out of, I feel really happy and content with myself, but it would be great to have an addition to this versus, oh God, I'm 31 and I'm single. And if I don't go on 5 dates this week, I won't find my person. And then I'm going to end up alone. And then I won't be able to have kids. The spiral. Anyway, I definitely went on some dates where I was like giving that desperate energy. energy of like needing their approval, needing them to like me, to text me the next day, like all of that. And it was like, wait a second, am I actually into you? Or do I just want your approval? And do I just want to feel wanted? And do I just want to feel certain that there's a path forward with someone? And am I looking to kind of like anyone to get that sensation? I think those are important questions to ask yourself.
Dating in your 30s is just so funny to me. Like, the older guys like you, the younger ones want you. It's giving having your way. Like, no, seriously, like, wow, it's really giving you can just do whatever you want. Like, it's so much more fun. I don't know if anybody else is experiencing this, but let me know if your dating life is just a little bit more intriguing in your 30s, because sis, I'm really having my way right now.
The older I get, the more I start to realize why like our moms and aunties were pushing us to get married before a certain age. Okay, because one thing I'm starting to realize is that like you get to an age where you can no longer live in delusion. Like you gotta reality has to set in. The problem is when you're still single at a certain age, your tolerance for BS out the window. What would have flied when I was 25 absolutely can no longer fly at 31. Heck no, not even a little bit. Like, I'm absolutely convinced that like our elders know this, and that's why they're pushing for us. And they'll be like, oh, it's a biological clock. No, it's not a biological clock. It's a mental clock. Like, babes, literally, I have developed pattern recognition skills because like when I tell you guys, the absolute smallest things give me the ick. The smallest things give me the ick. And I can't unick, like it can't be unicked. Like once I get the ick, you get the ick, and that's just what it is.
This is what I wish I knew when I was in my 20s as a woman who's now in my 30s when it comes to dating. If he does not thoroughly enjoy taking care of you, run. It should turn him on to please you. It should fill his cup to fill yours. If there is any sentiment that you are a burden, a chore, depleting him, what do you bring to the table, any of that, run. If he does not naturally make you a priority, next. If he has enough time in his day to use the restroom, if he has enough time in his day to eat food, he has enough time in his day to call you, to text you, to get back to you, to prioritize you. People prioritize what they want to prioritize. Someone raised on love cannot date someone raised on survival. Unfortunately, this is especially prevalent in Black communities where people had to grow up raising themselves in really difficult situations. If he does not get therapy and is at a point of healing to the point where he can recognize love and give love and process love, do not waste your time if you are raised on love. You can see a dog on the street, want to take them inside, but they can maul your entire family because they do not understand what love is when you reach out your hand to pet them. If he gets defensive when you express your truth, next. The wrong man will try to make it seem like whatever it is trivial. It does not even matter what it is. He could hurt your feelings because he wrote your name on a card with bad handwriting. It does not matter what it is. If you are feeling a way about it and you cannot talk to him and hear his empathy and compassion, and he does not have to agree to understand. He does not have to agree to show love and care and consideration. If he does not have that level of emotional intelligence and availability, move on. You cannot teach someone that. If he's aggressive with others, he's most likely going to be aggressive with you. If he cannot respect your boundaries, move on. That is a dangerous situation. If he cannot set boundaries with others, move on. This boy will have you feeling like the man in the relationship. If money is the #1 metric that matters in his life, move on. You will never come first, and you are going to be seen as an expense. Let me know if I should do a part 2.
So you know what's the worst part of dating when you're 31 is that either all the good ones are married, happy for you guys, but then then you have this pool of guys that's either gay or they're just not worth.
So it's been 8 months since I ended my 7-year long-term relationship. And the last time I talked about dating on here, I basically was like, absolutely not dating. And the update, I guess, is that I have been dating a little bit, and I wanted to just share how that's been going, because wow, is it ever a roller coaster? I can't lie, I feel like dating completely has affected my self-confidence and my self-esteem. I almost am convinced that dating kind of like destroys self-confidence. I tried to Google this, and all I could see was article after article after article of headlines saying that online dating or like dating apps specifically destroy self-confidence. And for me, it's not even just the dating apps. I think it's just like dating in general, because I have met some people in person and it's not much better. It's sad because I feel like I'm a confident person, and a lot of my friends will tell me like, oh, you come off so confident, and people online have said the same thing. But when it comes to dating, I feel like for so many reasons, I just haven't felt super confident. And thank God for therapy, because I've been able to talk through certain situations and certain feelings with my therapist, and it all makes a lot more sense now. What I realized is that I didn't actually intentionally start dating. What had happened was I met someone in person, and they were really cute, and I gave them my number, and I didn't like consciously decide that that was when I was going to start dating. I just was kind of like, something told me to just like give him my number.
That's a video, guys. I'm just here also to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video. Okay, women sharing their dating experiences in their 30s. So, women in their 30s, I'm not talking about the sugar coated vision. I'm talking about the real raw truth, the stuff women don't always say out loud. Whether you're single, divorced, dating again, or just curious about what is it like, this one is for you. So let's talk about the heartbreaks, the confidence, the lessons, and the quality that comes with dating in your 30s. um in your 20s, dating is full of fairy tale. You chase butterflies, ignore red flags, and confuse potential with reality. But when you hit 30s, everything shifts. You start to realize love is not enough, and it's not about who looks good on Instagram. It's about values, about peace. Many women in their 30s will tell you they are no longer interested in fix uppers, the savior, complex dies hard. Now they are asking that this man add to my life or drain me. Some women feel like they wasted years on men who are not serious, and they carry the pain, but they also carry the levels of awareness that didn't even exist in their young age. So let's talk about the dating pool. So in your 30s, the dating pool can feel like weird. Many men are divorced, some have kids, others are still figuring out what they want. Some women feel like men their age won't want younger women. It can be disheartening. And yet, women in their 30s have the quiet strength. They know they are not willing to settle anymore, but that doesn't mean it's easy. Some women battle with loneliness, others with pressure from family, from society, or even from within. There's also a biological clock. Yes, we're going there. Many women think about children more seriously in their 30s, but they're also asking, do I want kids with just anyone or the right one? The beauty of dating in the 30s is that a lot of women have done other work. They have um been through toxic relationships, they have carried sirens, they have been ghosted, cheated on, or lead on. But now they have emotional intelligence. They ask better questions, they set boundaries, they don't confuse chemistry with compatibility anymore. And most important, they know who they are. But the healing also makes dating harder, because once a woman knows her worthy, she's not going to entertain confusion. She wants clarity, consistency, communication. She wants effort, not excuses. A lot of women in their 30s are tired of dating on dating apps. They say it feels like a job. Swipe, text, meet, repeat. Some women feel emotionally burnout. Others feel like men on apps are not serious or they are stuck in hookup culture. Then there's ghosting, breadcrumbing in situationship. Women in their 30s are done with them. Let's see where they goes. Talk. They want intentional dating. They're not here to waste time. They're not afraid to walk away if it doesn't align. Here's the best part. A lot of women find their power in their 30s. They stop chasing, they stop begging for love, they start choosing themselves. They grow differently. They dress how they want, they speak how they want, okay, love how they want. Some women say in their 30s are the most sexiest, most empowered time of their life. Why? Because they're not trying to be someone else anymore. They're not playing games. They know they are worthy. They have dated enough to know who doesn't work. So they're waiting for something real. And if it doesn't come, they choose joy. They're not sitting around miserable. They travel, they build businesses, they make new friends. They don't pause their life for anyone. But let's not lie. Some women feel pressure to settle. Society tells them you're not getting older. You need to find someone. You need to have kids. And unfortunately, some do settle. For some, enough for the safe, for comfortable. Okay, some are comfortable. But the truth is, never works because deep down they know they deserve more. The women who choose not to settle even when they are lonely, even when it's hard, those women they are brave because they know being alone is better than being with a wrong partner. So if you're single and if you're in your 30s, life is not very hard. You just have to take easy on yourself and one step at a time every time, and it will make a difference. Okay, continue going for different dates, and if you have a burnout, relax. Okay, give your time, give your life some time for yourself. Romanticize yourself, like take good care of yourself. We can live without these people. Okay, so don't be drained. Don't even blame yourself. No, I've not found the right partner. My friends are having right partner. It's all about time, and you need to learn how to pray and keep asking God. God provide everything that you want. God is going to give you a partner who's going to understand you and the partner who's going to be there for you. So never lose hope and never think that you're behind because you have not started yet your marriage journey. Okay, marriage is not easy, it comes with a lot of things. Okay, so that's a video. Kindly leave a comment. I don't know what you think. How's your experience dating in your 30s? All I can say for now is a bye bye.